Happy Friday. Welcome to our golf-specific post of the week. And today we are talking about taking precise aim, making the most precise aim possible. My golf teacher hero, Harvey Penick, used to say, "Take dead aim." That was a very famous phrase of his, and stuck with me. And we could all work to aim better. I don't care how good you aim. If you're a scratch golfer, you can be even better if you aim even better. Every nuance of a degree counts. So we're going to talk about how to establish a good process so that we can aim effectively. Okay, so part of that took place in the approach process when we were scoping the target. Okay, so if you weren't clear on that, we're holding the club up and scoping with our dominant eye, and that is to illuminate all the intermediary targets between us and the target, and past the target, because sometimes those are good aim points too, a lot of times. Okay, from there we were going to turn 90 degrees, and this is where it starts. Well, you approach the ball, and then you turn 90 degrees into the ball, and that's where it starts. So what are we doing here? First thing we're going to do is we're going to connect our right elbow to our hip. Okay? This is going to help us determine the appropriate distance that we need to stand from the golf ball every time. From there, we just hinge, set the club down, and now we're going to be in a pretty good place, provided that our right hand is in the correct position on the club. Not up here, not way down here, where it would be. Okay? Then we're going to take our posture, but, well, no. Then we're not going to take our posture. That's what most people do, okay? And then you have no idea where you're going. You're going to have a specific visual of where that intermediary target was from when you were scoping, okay? So you're going to align the club face extremely precisely to that visual, okay, maintaining your appropriate distance. Do this without any consideration to your posture first. Get the club face alignment. The face determines where the ball goes mostly. Okay? So set up with it square. Then, without distorting the club, take your alignment. So what will distort the club? If you already have your grip established, you will then distort the club most likely. Because if your grip is established, when you go to stand, you will tend to contort your hands. If you don't have a very firm grip on the club, your hand's just a placeholder. See, I'm just balancing the club with one finger. I can still get into my stance. The face remains at the target. Then I place my hands on the club without distorting the aim. Okay? Now, the next thing that most golfers make the mistake of doing is from here, say they even do this part correctly, the next mistake someone would make is they don't reorient with the target to then capture the image from this perspective, because you've only captured the image from this perspective originally, which is not the perspective that you're going to be hitting the shot from. So it's important to recapture this new perspective at the address position for the shot so that you have a good mental image of the target that you're shooting for. And that's going to lead into our theme next week, which is what is the mental perception that you should have in your mind when you're shooting the shot. Okay? So a lot of times people, especially on the putting green, they simply forget where the target is. Now, I know that seems crazy, but if you really reflect upon your game, I'm pretty sure you'll remember a putt where it was 10 feet and you hit the putt 25 feet, 15 feet past the hole. Now, most of you guys are decent enough golfers that you're not missing most putts of 10 feet by longer than the putt is, but I know it's happened to everybody because it's happened to me. And I'm a pretty above average golfer. So even if it's going to happen to me, it's probably going to happen to a lot of people. And what did I do? I just forgot where the hole was. It was unbelievable. You just kind of have a mental lapse. So having a very well-tuned process about your aiming where part of the procedure is to recapture a specific visual image in your mind of that target, will eliminate the chance of that happening. And that's extremely important, especially the closer we get to the hole. On the tee box, it will help also, but the closer you get to the hole, the more dividend that will pay. And we're going to revisit this concept again when we get more into putting. We can get into more detail about this. For this week, I just want you to follow the steps and get to the part where you start to visualize and just do the best you can there. And we'll talk more specifically about that because that's a whole other series of lessons in itself. Okay, guys, there's other ways to break this down, but this is probably more detail than you currently incorporate into your pre-shot routine. So just work on this. Let me know how it goes. Leave some comments. I know it's going to help you guys. You might think it takes longer to hit each shot, but you'll hit less shots and you'll play quicker golf. So don't worry about any of that. Just go out there, try to work on this in the range, take it to the golf course, and you'll find you'll make your best swings more often. All right, guys, hope this helps. See you tomorrow when we have an important and powerful supplement to talk about.